Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hello, Polished Woman! How are you? Women, not woman, but the Polished Woman Show. How are you guys? It's Monday once again, 1 p.m. and we are live. We are going to talk about summer bikini body. So I have two of these. Look at these girls. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I should be like, because summer is coming. We have to talk about how can we get fit and what kind of food should we eat. Is there really like a diet this thing called diet, or just really just eating like a normal like food? Yeah, right? Hold on. What do you think makes the perfect summer bikini body? For some women, it's all about a flat stomach. For other women, it's all about curves. For me, the perfect bikini body is a body that's healthy and one that woman feels happy in. It may be skinny, but it doesn't have to be. It may be be full figured, but it doesn't have to be. The best bikini body is the body that a woman wants to show off to the world, no matter how you look like. Maybe you already have that body, or maybe you're looking for a little help to get your body to that place. So today I have these two girls let's start from the West. From the West, I have Jacky Goodman, a fitness professional who specializes in multiple areas in LA. And I have to the left, Lindsay Davis, who is an actor, writer, and a fitness professional from New York. So I have the West and the East. Okay, what's interesting is that the two incredible women who each represent a different coast. So that's what I'd like to start with. Lindsay, what are the three things that you define fitness and working on the East Coast? I mean, it's hard. What is the difference between there? I want to start with East Coast first.
Sure. Hi, well, it's so great to be here.
Yeah, hi.
And welcome, of course, to
Thank
both
you
of
so
you.
much.
To
I know.
the
Welcome
sort of
to
New York
Polished.
energy, if you will. I'm sharing it with you.
She just moved here, by the way.
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
It's
She
Friday, so I
she
still
doesn't
have
know
some
yet.
New York vibe to me, I think, as I'm like in a long sleeve shirt this day. Well, for me, certainly coming from the New York region, fitness is all about doing what empowers you in your body, in your mind, and in your heart.
Yeah.
It's also about being intelligent about your workout and making sure that you are doing things that are safe for your body, that are really aligned, that are going to make you want to come back. And it's really about having fun. In New York, we're not outside hiking all the time. We're not like running off to the beach except for like 3 months a year, if that. And we are definitely a place where like we need to get out of the city elements and into a place that feels really good to raise our vibration, to raise our endorphins, and to get a body that we love. And that means that the fitness space is something that's going to be exciting and fun, and the kind of place that you want to come back to, because
of course, because it's you're inside
totally,
all the time,
like you're
right?
inside, and you're you might be on a bike that's going nowhere. You might be in a class training, but at the end of the day, we are coming sort of out of these like urban. We're getting out of the subway. We're coming like out of whatever wherever we are in the city.
So it has to be really fun, because or else, especially on the winter, it's hard to get out of bed and like
that's
really
right. That's right. Like if you are on a February morning in New York when it's 20 degrees out and cloudy and maybe raining or snow. Well, if it's 20, it's going to be snowing. You better want to go where you're going. Like you better love where you're going, and that's what I have found to be like the recipe for success. Is like it's fun, it's smart, it's good for you, it makes you feel good in your body and your mind and your heart and your soul. And that's
oh
that's
my
a
god,
starting point.
that's a starting point.
And we don't think about bikini bodies until like April. So, at least some of us maybe start doing like summer body prep in the winter, but I know for a lot of New Yorkers it's like we're just in the New York like winter, and then then April comes and we're like, oh my god, I better start paying attention because I'm going to go to the beach in like a few months.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how about us?
I think in LA we think about it a little bit more. It's sunny all the time. But I think that on top of having fun, enjoying what you're doing, consistency is really important. So there's people that will come work out every day, and then they're like, oh, they get in a rut
so
and they don't work out for a few
Yeah.
months. It's like consistency is really important, but you have to love what you're doing. So if you're really into spinning, then that's what you should do. And if you're really into boxing, that's what you should do. And there's people that just want to do Pilates. I think it's great to love what you're doing. I also think it's important to mix it up. So
that's true.
if you can spin every single day, but the minute, we were just talking about this before, the minute you throw something else into the mix, you're going to challenge your body. Like my body is really used to cardio kickboxing because I do that every day. But if I went and took a spinning class, I'd be on the floor because my body's not used to it. So
that's so true.
I think that it's really important in whatever it is that you love to do, you throw one or two other things into the mix once in a while to really challenge your body, because it's going to be a challenge. I mean, even if you go for a great hike on a beautiful day and you're not used to doing that, you're going to feel it the next day more than if you just take the same class over and over.
Yeah. When you do like a hardcore what do you call that? HIIT? What do you call that?
HIIT class, high intensity.
Like intensity, high
HIIT training.
Yeah, the HIIT training.
Yep.
Is that for all ages? But sometimes I used to do it like crazy, but now I'm like, oh my god, my shoulder aches.
You have to learn.
Yeah.
Everybody's body's different, and HIIT training, any training can be for any person
But
at
that's
any
the
age.
best
But you have
cardio,
to
right?
modify.
It's the best.
That's right.
It's the best workout.
Yeah,
right?
and
It
something
is.
can be high intensity interval training, but not necessarily high impact.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can be doing high intensity intervals, pushing yourself
Okay, what's
to
the difference
fatigue.
between the
So
high
if you're
intensity?
impact, you're going to be jumping, you're leaving the ground,
Okay.
you're landing, and you're putting a little bit more pressure on your joints. That's something that, certainly as you age, you want to be more mindful of your joint health. And you can do high intensity, longer holds, perhaps in a static position, or you're doing reps. If you're, for example, I teach a class called Best Butt Ever at Equinox, and then I use resistance bands, and I might be on, on
We all
my
wanna
hands and
take that
knees, and
class.
bent, knee, and I'm pulsing up and down, and I'm doing that to fatigue. That's high intensity.
Oh, okay.
Right, but I'm not necessarily doing a box
and
jump.
that's basically what this type of Pilates that I was teaching. It's not traditional Pilates. It's high intensity Pilates to where you're burning out the muscle group.
That hurt
Correct.
me.
So you want to go to fatigue on the muscle, but you have to know your body, and if a weight is too heavy for you, if an intensity is too heavy for you, you have to know how to lighten it up, and you have to know that that's what your body needs, not necessarily what the other 10 people in class need.
Yeah, exactly.
So modifications are really important. I have a client that is one of the strongest clients I have. She just fractured her foot. Most people would say, I fractured my foot, I'm not coming to class, I'm taking a few months off. She comes to class. She modifies. She doesn't jump. She does squats to fatigue. She does a lot more arms and abs. You just have to know your body and how to modify to still get that burn.
So do you mean that if you do lighter weights, you just need to do more repetitions? Is that
Depends on the exercise.
Depends on the exercise.
There's some exercises, I think, that if you're doing squats but you're going really lightweight, you can do a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't think that you're going to get the burn as much as if you went a heavier weight with not as many reps. But then for tricep exercises, there's a lot of tricep exercises where you can go lighter weight, do it for a longer period of time, and really fatigue the muscle.
Definitely. You can also take a single leg balance position and then start working your upper body with light weights. That's something that I really like to do, and I believe that sometimes focusing on your balance is making you work hard. Like I've seen people break a sweat when they're on a single leg, working tricep extensions, balancing on one leg with maybe their one leg extended towards the front with a pointed toe. They're drenched, and it's that focus, that mental focus that is being called upon for you to maintain that balanced position. Then you can put your leg down, take a reverse lunge, hinge at the waist, extend your elbows straight, and pulse it out for about 15 more seconds. You'll be burning within 60 seconds.
So you don't really have to do super impact workout.
Absolutely
not at all.
Oh, I thought you have to do this.
There are people that do yoga that have phenomenal bodies.
That's right.
They do very light weights. They sometimes don't do weights at all, and their bodies are incredible. There's a lot of isometric holds, isometric exercises that don't use weights at all.
But do you burn calories though by just
yeah. And then when you start to have, you're raising your metabolism as you're converting, fat tissue into muscle, and you have a higher, sort of baseline metabolic rate, and then you're going to be your body is more primed and prepped, working like a better furnace. It becomes more efficient. So all of these things can happen without necessarily doing what you might just think of as more traditional HIIT work. I mean, I was a college soccer player and played athletics my entire life. And we were talking outside before the show, and I've had 7 ankle surgeries in my, which is a lot, and 1 knee surgery, and that was a lot of learning and rehabilitation for me. And certainly over the last 5 years or so, and I'm surgery free since 2014, I have learned the ways that you can train without necessarily having to put a lot of impact on your joints. And so, you can absolutely have those results. And everybody is different.
A lot of people think cardio, they think running and jumping rope and something
I want to know about that whole cardio thing.
Cardio is really just getting your heart rate up to a certain place and keeping it there. I mean, you don't have to be running on a treadmill. You don't have to be sprinting outside. There's a lot of things you can do to get your heart rate up and keep it up during the exercise. It's just getting your heart rate, and everybody's body's different. So intense for one person might not be intense for another person. You have to find the right place for you and push yourself from there. Don't worry about what the person next to you is doing. They might be doing something that you think, oh my God, I could never do that. So start a little bit lighter. Start with not so much impact and work your way up from there. That's how you prevent injuries.
And cardio for me is all about lifting my mood. I love
the
to
endorphin
see
rush.
what happens.
Yeah.
Endorphin rush. I mean, granted, I know that people love to strength train and they will have a mood shift from strength training, and I see it, when I'm at work and people are, lifting heavy, and they look like they're feeling great. But certainly.
That's okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah, wow, we have music.
Cardio music for start dancing in my seat.
We should put can we do a little bit of like cardio dance?
Latin sequence, but certainly for me, the mood boost, if you will, from cardio work, whether it's spin classes, cycling, that I teach, or dance, or doing some kind of lightweight, cardio class where you're moving or dancing with 2-pound weights. That absolutely seems to lift people's spirit and their mood. And that is, when you think about wanting to have a bikini body, well, what do you want? You want to feel good. You want to be able to walk out and feel good in you, and that is your mood. So that's a mood shift that can happen. You can have the exact same body, and if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you don't feel well, that exact same body, you're not going to want to go to to the beach. But when you have that mood boost, maybe you go to a cycling class.
We call my boxing class therapy. We say it's cheaper than therapy, and it really. People come in the morning, and it's become kind of a family, and everyone knows each other, and we talk about certain things, and that impact, that punching of the bag.
Oh, that's
I
know that's
really
so good.
Get so much of your bad feelings out, your aggression, like whatever it is that's bothering you that day. You feel like a different person at the end of the day. But the problem is you have to, like you were talking about getting up on the wrong side of the bed. People say the scale said this, the scale said that. You have to get away from that. You have to get away from what the scale says, because you can come to class and you can have a great workout and you can feel really good about yourself. And you can weigh yourself every single day for the entire week, and every single day that scale might say something different. It depends on what you're eating, what you're drinking, how hydrated you are, how much you sweat. You people have a really I don't know, there's something about the scale that just ruins their whole day or makes them really happy.
Yeah, that's so true.
But you have to just feel good about yourself. You have to know that you're going to the gym or you're working out outside or whatever it is that makes you happy, and feel good about your workout. And feel good about the way you feel in your clothes as opposed to what the scale says.
That's so true. When you work out, sometimes you get sore, right?
Correct.
The next day, do you stop working out, or does the soreness mean, oh my gosh,
never stop working out?
But does the soreness mean, oh my God, it really worked? Like, what is like?
Well, it depends. It depends if you're sore in a good way or sore in a bad way.
It does depend. Certainly, when you're sore, or you're gonna want to
lay
do
down
something. Maybe, but certainly doing an activity like foam rolling. There's something called an Olympic stick, which you can just run along your muscles, and a little sort of manual self-application, getting into some areas I feel particularly tight. I always feel better, like even when I'm just like doing a little lower back massage. I draw the shoulders down, elbows towards the back, and I use my thumbs, and I just kind of knead through the lower back and then the sort of glutes. And it's definitely a good sign. Of course, if there's any kind of pain or anything kind of sharp, or anything that intuitively feels like it's more pain than being sore, then I would suggest rest and getting it checked out.
Oh, how about you with the boxing? When it's like, for example, there's, you're sore here or you're sore, do you still let them do?
We tend to keep working out.
Okay.
We're a little crazy women over there. No, we tend to keep working out, but if we do a very intense, like say on Monday we do a lot of arms.
Okay.
On Tuesday we might focus more on the legs. Or on Wednesday we might focus more on the abs. So depending on, I generally have the same group of people, men and women, throughout the week. So we have something called like Tuesdays. We have 10-minute Tuesday. So we do jumping rope for 10 minutes.
Oh, wait, 10 minutes? Oh, I can't even
take little breaks in between. We do things, and then we do 10-minute boxing rounds. So, and then on Thursday it's 30-second Thursday, our warm-up. Every station is 30 seconds only. We tend to keep working out, but change the way we're doing the workout. We change the intensity of certain exercises. We change the amount of time we're doing those exercises. So doing bicep curls for a minute is a lot different than doing them for 30 seconds. You get a different burn. You might go a little more intense for that 30 seconds because it's quick and then you're moving on to the next exercise, as opposed to doing it for a minute where you're like, okay, I have to pace myself. I might go a little slower. So we work on different body parts in a different way throughout each class. So if everybody comes in on Wednesday morning and says, oh my gosh, my abs are so sore from yesterday, okay, let's take the focus away from abs today and let's work a little bit more on our glutes and hamstrings.
Love that.
So we do continue to work out each week. I never say don't come. If your hamstrings are sore, don't work your hamstrings today. If we're doing a hamstring station, take it to arms. Do something else that's your workout. It's your hour. So just because I'm giving you suggestions on what to do, if there's a different exercise that makes you feel good or you want to do, then by all means do it. I'm going to watch you to make sure you're doing it right. But do what makes you happy. You have to enjoy the workout. I don't want you to do a station that you hate or that doesn't feel right to you.
Okay. A lot of women, I know that a lot of women are so into butt, like booty. What is, from east and west, what is the best booty? How many minutes a day? Like, if I need to be in, this is already summer, right? If I need to be having a firm butt in like 3 weeks, what are the things that I should do? Let's start from.
I'm going to talk about diet because
West Coast.
Okay, we'll start with.
The problem is everybody's body's different.
Okay.
You can take 5 different women, you can give them the exact same exercises to do, the exact same diet to follow, and in 3 months, every single person will have different results. There is no one magic pill. If there was, we would all take it. So
that's so
the
true.
problem is everybody's body's different, everybody's body reacts to things differently. You can do hamstring curls, you can do squats, you can do walking lunges, you can do every butt exercise you want. But if your diet isn't good, you're not going to see the results unless you're 18 years old. You really have to, if you want a bikini body or whatever that means to you, you have got to limit or cut out, I hate to say, but limit your sugar intake. That is one of the worst things for women, for abs, for glutes, for everything. It just doesn't sit well in your body. Bread, a lot of people are like, I can't give up my bread. You kind of have to not have a lot of bread. There are just certain things in your diet. You want to stick to, high protein, healthy fruits and vegetables and proteins and kind of limit the carbs if you really want to get to where your goals are. You can do all the exercise in the world, but you can't out-exercise or you can't exercise enough to beat a bad diet.
Okay, so how many, if I'm doing a 3-week challenge, how many minutes per day? Or how many hour? I don't think it's an hour, right?
No, I mean, I don't think you ever need to work out
how
for
many
more than an hour.
minutes a day should you work out? Like, let's do the butt. Let's
certainly
do the butt.
minimum 30. And I would say you can absolutely get results if you integrate
30 minutes of butt
absolutely.
exercise.
If you do like 30 minutes of booty work 3 to 5 times a week and make dietary modifications, you will see results. With the caveat that Jacky just said, that everybody's body is different and everybody's body is going to respond differently to a training program or protocol, right?
All right.
For me, I love resistance bands.
I know.
It's a rare day that I don't
that's
have
actually
them
my
in
advice.
purse.
I know.
Bag. They are for me. They're so fantastic. They have different, sort of tension to them. So you can start off with a light band and then work your way to a tougher band and really see your own strengths. Certainly as you can, level up your bands, and there are ways to work entirely non to low impact with these bands. You might be on hands and knees, you might be on your forearms, forearm tabletop, you can be on your back. You're doing glute bridges with the band and then hip abductions. I mean, there are so many fun ways to play with bands, and if you're doing 30-second intervals, 45-second intervals, or 60, you will feel the burn. You will feel it right there. It's like, you're...
So you mean you can, because I'm into bands right now, you can do the whole band, the whole 45 minutes while working out?
I think so. Absolutely.
Oh,
I think
really?
you can do 45.
My boss said this is so good.
You can start above the knees. You can bring it to above the ankles. You can do more athletic plyometric sequences, and then you could switch to a little bit more of a bar informed, where you're doing 5-second plies and you're doing small pulses, and so there absolutely
those pulses are like
you can also do
right?
you can do a 15-minute workout and then repeat it to get 45, and by the third round you're not going to be able to get through it the way you got through the first one. It's really interesting how you do one round of, however many exercises you do for 15 minutes, and everyone's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Like, then you do it the second time. By the third time, you are burning like crazy. And it's another way to burn out the muscles. And that's a really great way to see results, is muscle fatigue. You want to get that muscle to fatigue so it breaks down and then it rebuilds.
That's how it's working.
And then nutrition becomes really important again, because when you leave a really intense workout and you've broken down all those muscles, you need to get those lean proteins into your body. Think of like a tree branch. If you broke a tree branch a little bit, then you put some protein in there to build it, it would be stronger. You're building those muscles back up. You need to feed them with protein and healthy foods to rebuild and get stronger. If you go home and eat a donut, you're not going to rebuild your muscles.
That's right.
But can you actually like have a cheat day?
I think you can have a cheat meal. I wouldn't have a cheat day if you're looking for results. If you just cannot resist that cookie dough or that hot cookie that's coming out of the oven, or you're going to dinner with your family and you really want those French fries, that's okay. But I wouldn't call it. People say, "Oh, Sunday's my cheat day, whatever I want."
I know. I hear that. I hear that all the time.
I feel like that language is a little bit outdated.
I
Certainly,
think
it's like everybody's
results.
different. So if you're someone for whom one cookie leads to a bag of cookies, leads to I don't see you for a week, and it's important to know yourself. And so it's not about necessarily depriving, but it's about knowing that one at this point in your life for today leads to more. And
you
in the
said,
interest of self-care, letting it go for now.
At the beginning of this, you used the word diet, which I hate that word.
I know.
Because the minute you say, I'm going on a diet, at some point you're going to go off of your diet. You don't want to ever be on a diet. You want to change the way you eat. And changing the way you eat means you can't forever, for the rest of your life, deprive yourself of every single thing you might want to have. So you have to just learn how to have the one cookie and not the whole bag. You have to learn how to have a bad meal and not get so down on yourself that causes a week of bad eating. You have to just learn how to change your eating habits and not think of yourself as being on a diet. You just, this is the way I'm going to eat. If I want that bagel because I just cannot not have that bagel, that's great, but don't have 3 of them.
I know.
I also want to make a plug for meditation, because meditation is, when you're connecting to your breath and you're learning how to be still, it helps with those moments in the workout when things are becoming uncomfortable and it's new territory and you're stretching yourself and moving into places in your body that you haven't maybe ever experienced and it's uncomfortable. Or if you're saying no to the cookie today, it can be uncomfortable. And meditation is one of, I think, the best ways to learn to tolerate the kind of discomfort that's going to help you get the results that you want.
Do you meditate before or after?
I get done a little bit in the morning, a little bit at night, just not in the middle of class. You don't want to like close your eyes and start oming like in a spin class. No, anytime you can fit it in. There's a great app called Insight, which are guided meditations. It can be 2 minutes, it can be 5. I've heard a lot of people say, I can't meditate
for like a long time.
It can be 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and it really helps with the entire system, because when you want to make a change, you ask how, what's the program, right? What's the best way to get the butt? The program is the easy part. Abiding, following the program for a sustained period of time can be the challenge. And so you have to think about, you're making a lot of changes and what's going to be the best way for you to make those changes and sustain them. I think support is also great. Like if you have a teacher who you love, we both teach, Jacky and I both teach classes. Like I love when my students are telling me what's important to them. They're like, I am all about the butt. Like I'm coming to your best butt ever class, and like I want a great butt.
So
I'm like,
tell
great, got it.
Well,
so tell them.
There's another really important point to make with all of this is don't get frustrated with yourself. Like you're not going to see results after one class.
Good. Yeah.
You have to stick with whatever makes you happy, whatever program you find, mixing it up, doing a different class. There's something called Class Pass, and people do different classes all the time. Some people only want to take your butt class. Some people only want a box. That's great. Find what works for you, but don't get frustrated. Your body didn't get the way it is. Whatever makes you unhappy about your body, that didn't happen overnight. It's not going to change overnight either. So you have to stick with whatever is making you feel good about your workouts, and just let it take its time to get to where you want it to be.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Is stretching important after workout? Okay.
Yes. Before.
Because I notice a lot. Okay, I notice a lot of women after working out, they just like
run out of the room
run out of
because
the
they
room.
have to get to work.
Yes.
I think that stretching in the middle. So what I'll let you answer also. But what we do is we warm up.
Okay.
Then we stretch.
Okay.
Then we do our strength training.
Okay.
We do a stretch at the end, but a lot of women are like that. Oh, I got to get to work. Oh, I got to get home and shower.
Yeah.
I think that in between stretch is really important. After your warm up, stretch out your muscles, take that stretch, and then you can do your strength training. If you have time to stretch after, that's great too. If you're not stretching in between, if you're going straight through, then yes, I definitely think your muscles need to kind of be stretched out when they're warm. And it's just a really good way to also not get that soreness you were talking about.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I would say static stretches and also active stretching are both great ways.
Oh my gosh, where can they get in touch with you guys? Social media.
I'm at Lindsay B Davis _ on Instagram, and that's the best way to get in touch with me.
Lindsay B Davis _
You got it.
Okay.
I teach at Sensei Ash Martial Arts Studio in Tarzana. I'm always there. So.
Okay, I know I'm gonna go to their classes as soon as they're.
I teach at Equinox, by the way, and I'll be hopefully.
Yeah, we're all going to take her butt class.
Yeah, we're gonna go to take her butt class. Regardless of where you are on your personal fitness journey or how you feel about your body, remember that most important isn't the number of scale, but that you're happy and healthy emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. For tip of the day, I really, really love those bands, those get it resistant band. Get one on Amazon. Thank you so much. Give love to the next person you'll see after watching the show. I love you guys. I can't cheers, they don't drink. See, don't drink.
Cheers to water.
Cheers to water. Cheers to water. I know.
You're listening to Polished Woman, only on LA Talk Radio.